Hello, my babies and gentlemen. This is your astrologer Kira with another weekly forecast. This one is for the 24th until 30th of November, when we are going to finish our reworks, remembering, redoing, recleaning, reinventing the future. So this week will be a bit calmer than the last one, but nevertheless it will be very interesting, especially on Monday. So Monday, 24th of November, during this day, Venus will conjunct Mercury in the sign of Scorpio. At the same time, Moon from Capricorn will create an opposition toward Jupiter in Cancer, and Mars, and also square aspect toward Chiron in Aries, and then Mars will create exact square with the moon nodes. Now I will get you a translation for all of you who are not familiar with the astrology terms. So let me begin again. Monday, 24th of November, Mercury and Venus together, hugging and crying and reading each other's messages on the phone. If you are not together with your ex, then you are going to act as a detective. You are going to stalk your ex wherever you can, and at the same time, you may be reading through old messages and remembering how it was, and why you loved them and why you despise them. And Mercury will come back into this lonely and dark and slimy room where Venus is sitting alone. And there won't be words, just silence, but silence filled with bitterness. It's not the right time to promise yourself, I will never do that again, I will do it another way, or to quarrel or to fight with that person if you have your ex, if you have your significant ex, if your heart hasn't healed yet. Now, during this week, it will be silence for just a bit more. At the same time, you could be thorn all over regarding your home, your career, your finances, what you want, what is keeping you stuck, why can't you get rid of the garbage in your home, or the storage units, or whatever. You will become fully aware of this baggage you're carrying around with you, or you're coping with around you, and you're going to calculate for how much I can sell this, or what can I do with it. And at the same time, there will be this deep dissatisfaction and the need to break free, because Mars in square with nodes will show as the focal point for this Monday, because you will fight to create your new life. But reality, physics and metaphysics will be against your new ideas, your progressive views, whatever you want. So things could be pretty rough, harsh, and lonely. Tuesday, 25th of November won't bring any significant aspect except the fact that Moon will be in conjunction with Pluto, so your emotions could run deep. There could be some mess going on regarding worldly politics or events happening in the world. There could be a volcano there and an earthquake there, and some people are dying there, and some people are oppressed there, and some continents are moving, and ice, what do you call it, are melting, and whatever comes, but you could be prone to some serious and deep thinking or feeling through this whole world. Maybe you could understand that, yes, suffering is present all over, people are doing many stupid things, but what can we do to improve this planet? For instance, right there in Paris, I had a verbal fight with my daughter, who doesn't want to buy from a certain retail company with cheaper products, and saying that they are hiring children from Vietnam to work for them for extremely small wages. But my counter argument was, what is the better solution for those children if you take them from them, even that job? Do you have a better job? Do you have a higher paying job for those children in Vietnam? If you don't, then cope with it. But if you do, then act upon it. So if you can see what is wrong and what should be destroyed, that is okay. But it's smarter and better than pointing the finger. This is ugly, this is wrong, this is unjust. To create the system and to make those things better. So think in the terms, not of the worldly pain, Weltschmerz, but in the term of how can I do things better so the whole world can become better as well. On Wednesday, 27th of November. Wednesday, 27th of November will find Venus from Scorpio creating a trine, exact trine with Saturn in Pisces and Jupiter in Cancer. Venus touching those two planets in water signs. It's not just about this in any other sign. This could be the glory of relationship, of communication, of some uplifting energies, but when it comes to water, this is all about deep emotions. Now, this is the point of view where you can see your situation from all perspectives, but this time your emotions are stabilized due to the influence of Saturn and blessed with some wisdom due to the influence of Jupiter. So this is not anything for partying about, but on the other hand, this is very deep but thorough type of energy. If I could name bitterness as calm bitterness, or no, it's better to say calm resentment, then it should be it. Venus is lonely in Scorpio. Venus feels betrayed, belittled, humiliated without any just reason. And I know through many of my clients, plus the fact that I have my Venus in Scorpio, that those people had to go through many disappointments in love, especially early on in life. When they reach certain mature age, then situation clarifies. Their psychological structure won't let them go so deep and deal with people who can hurt them because they have learned their lessons many times before. So this Venus is not celebratory type of Venus. Something calm, something smart, something stable. At the same time, phenomenal day for healing on any level, phenomenal day for investing into chemical industry, gas, oil, pharmaceuticals, finding the right cure for your disease if you have some health issues, learning something around medicine and medical research and finding the solution. Yes. Thursday, 27th of November, Saturn finally stations direct in the sign of Pisces. And this is on the degree, I believe, I checked Sabian symbols, and this degree says that people are finally turning toward the different projects. And this is phenomenal sentence for all of us, because Saturn is approaching the last degree of Pisces, and it will do so during the next 2 months, standing at the edge of end of all ends and beginning of all beginnings. Many times in my life during the recent 6 to 9 months suddenly ended. I had to change my phone, my screen, and this and that, and do renovations, reconstructions, deconstructions, and everything. And now it's time to leave everything behind and focus on things that will truly work out, starting from the late February, early May, but you can't feel this energy even around late January next year. So clear everything, get out, throw away everything that is old, weary, doesn't use you can use it anymore, doesn't serve any purpose, just collects dust and leads to misery and health issues. And clear your space and focus on the thing that will pull you through this mess and get you to the clear ground. This is the message Saturn has for you today. Friday, 28th of November, it seems as if there are no significant aspects going on in the sky at the moment. However, the moon in Pisces is creating a tense aspect toward Mars in Sagittarius. Also, moon is dancing around the north node of the moon there, and in translation this means you could hurt your little pinky, you could hurt your feet. So please understand that the furniture cannot move from your way. You have to protect your feet, so carry your slippers while in home, or have your sneakers on your feet or whatever. Pay attention. Secondly, for others, their liver could react negatively to some unknown medications, chemicals, or alcohol. And thirdly, there could be some issues with your neurological system, or your soul may seek peace, while your tongue or other people's philosophies could get on your nerves. So you may be annoyed for whatever the reason may be, but in any case, try to relax and try to be smarter, not to react instantly, but to pull back. And if traveling longer distances, just take care, because maybe you could drive carefully, but there are people out there who could be crazy or nervous, or they are hurrying up to do something, so take care in the traffic. Saturday, 29th of November. Oh, what a day, what a day. First of all, moon is entering Aries, so emotions are getting fiery, and people could say or think or feel even things that are not present. Secondly, Venus is creating an opposition toward Uranus, so he is sitting there across the street and she's looking at him through the window, and he smokes his cigar, and the waiter comes and says, "You've been here before. You gambled and you lost everything." So this is not the day to start a new love relationship. Maybe you could have some conversations with your ex, or you could suddenly find out some ugly things about your ex. Or it could work the other way. But some secrets will be revealed, and you will thoroughly think who gambled for the past several years and who lost the game. At the same time, that trickster of gods, Mercury, is stationing direct in the sign of Scorpio on the degree showing a soldier who will obey his consciousness and resist orders. So in those moments, all those people who belong to law enforcement maybe resist their orders, maybe they will refuse to attack some innocent civilians or to create a mess or to do all sorts of things. But for many other things, especially in business, for instance, especially when there are some court cases, trials going on, people will respond to their consciousness all of the sudden, just like that. They would say, I cannot lie. I cannot deceive those people. I have to tell the truth. And this is the game that may be played in the pharmaceutical industry. So we may hear many hidden truths at last regarding some medications or the means of immunization, for instance, or something like that. But in any case, secrets are revealed. Maybe you may find, if you are in a committed relationship, some very compromising messages in your spouse's phone or whatever, but this can be a rocky day. And finally, the last day of November, and November was a month we don't want to get repeated. So Venus in the last degree of Scorpio is creating a trine toward Neptune. And this lonely, humiliated, molested, insulted, without any just reason, Venus in Scorpio will get that glitch of hope. Something will change in an instant, and she will feel inspired and carried away by the new emotions. And just an hour later, Venus will step onto a completely different ground. This will be the land of Sagittarius, where horses are running wild. Horses called philosophy and horses called logoria. And people are the smartest one, and they are sarcastic, and they could be very low and very high depending on their characters, but everything can be in the mix at the same time. This Venus in Scorpio is called educated leg because she is known for her broad education, especially university type of education, and her long legs. This is a girl with a very loose moral standards, but she is interesting and humorous above anything else. And what is important for all of us who have our Venuses in other signs, we will feel relieved. New perspectives, new horizons will open up in front of us. Maybe people could get interested in two new partners or connections or prospects at the same time, or people could find their true passion in science or traveling or spiritual uplifting. Whatever the case may be, you will feel way better and you will look way better and you will passionately return to some sports or outdoor activities as well, and this will be the greatest blessing of it all. Welcome to the Sagittarius, my darling Venuses. Have the best time of your life. And let's do all signs for this week. I will try to be as short as I can. When it comes to Sagittarius, things are almost remaining the same. You are feeling stuck and blocked, but you are in the focus throughout this week. You want it further, you want it wider, and you want it bigger, but there are some narrow-minded people that may create some obstacles on your way. You could maybe have some issues with your health, maybe a running nose, or your mind could get foggy. And also you may feel as if some dark forces are against you. Try to stay strong. You can do it. You always did it, and things will clear out soon. From the starting of the next week, everything will be perfect for you. When it comes to Taurus, Did you speak to your bookkeeper? Did you see all those taxes, state taxes? Everything will revolve around money, and you will have, this is not considered as losses. These are obligatory things you have to pay, even if the state invents those taxes in the last moment and you get the notice from your bookkeeper at the last moment. Also, things could be very tense regarding your relationships, your love life. You may feel as if your partner is running away from you, or your partner could be blocked in some way in their life. But you will have to understand that this trend will continue during the next couple of weeks. Although from Sunday, when Venus enters the sign of Sagittarius, you will feel way better and you will reorganize your finances on one side, and on the other, there could be some interesting developments in your intimate life, just don't let me say in your sex life. If you're a Gemini, everything revolves around work, even your health. If you had some health issues, now they're going to clear out at last. At last, you're going to find a qualified doctor or the proper therapy, but that will take place from Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. In the meantime, prepare to be patient. At the same time, things could be very interesting, blocked and stale. People may resist you regarding your work and daily activities. Keep on pushing, Gemini, because from Sunday, things will finally start moving slowly, too slow for your taste, for sure, but they will move. E pur si muove. There is no truth than that. If you're a Cancer, this could be a deep type of week for you. Deep emotions, deep understandings, looking at the whole world as your home, feeling this worldly pain, as I already told you. But you may feel calculative by the very beginning of the week, and then you could feel very fiery and decisive by the very end of this week. In the meantime, you could go through some transformations, maybe some periods of, I won't say darkness, but periods of final understanding that you had many delusions about several people, at least two in your life, and that you should say goodbye to those delusions. For instance, I was noted that two people from my family passed away the other day, both of them during the same day, and I said, well, that's life, and that's death. I'm not saying someone will pass away, but you may feel like that, and you shouldn't feel like that because you are going just to lose your time, your precious time, while you are alive. Sorry for this gloomy prediction, but Cancer, truly nothing special is going on here, except maybe the fact that you may discover who is your greatest hidden enemy, or you can finally see how you are sabotaging yourself. Yes, that may be the prominent trait happening to you during this week. Now, when it comes to Leo, things are getting cleared out because Sun entered the sign of Sagittarius, where it gets support from Pluto, so you are feeling empowered. Things could be working out well regarding your love life, romantic life, if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or it friend, or things could get pretty well regarding your children. Maybe now you could have some deep conversations with your children or your romantic partner, which won't relate to romance, but some deeper issues, and in that way you two will understand each other and get to know each other on a way higher and deeper level. If you're in Virgo, things are stuck, except in the situation you are writing a book or publishing some material. Yes, there could be some technical issues going on there, but you are getting some incredible ideas for your creations, for your engineering abilities, for your administrative abilities. There are systems creating in your mind. There are crazy storytelling moments happening there. So everything revolves around inspiration. And at the same time, you are thinking, should I report that stupid doctor who did me wrong last week? Or should I not do it? Should I handle him myself? Handle him yourself at first and then report him if he struggles. But he will comply. I know it. I know it. If you are a Libra, you may feel, I wouldn't say blessed, because I used the word blessed several times past week, even though it was a rocky week. But now you are going to be silent until the late part of the week, when Venus creates an opposition toward Uranus, and then you could find out some ugly truths about your partner, whether this person is your ex or your present partner. There may be one or even two people suddenly interested in you, suddenly pursuing you, and they could be way below. They could be way below your level. So you are out of their league, and don't settle for a dinner which you will pay with intimacy. You are not that cheap, and if they want to do that, they can hire a prostitute. Don't take the salary from the prostitute, as I always say to all of my girls. And so there could be some cheap characters hanging around you, or you could find some cheap and ugly truths around you. But at the same time, this aspect will force you to start studying something new, or to return to something you started studying or writing, creating, and say to yourself, okay, I'm not losing my time, my precious time, with that jerk who did me wrong like this, and that. No, I'm going to use those hours I wasted on him or her now to create something new and something beautiful, something that have been shaping in my mind for the past few months. If you are a Scorpio, you are feeling on the cross, because you are on the cross, and that may relate to your financial state, to your love life, or your children. On the other hand, to your social network, like your social circles or your senior sibling, and also when it comes to your investments or your sexual experiences. So things are not going well. You are aware of that, but you want to break free, especially when it comes to money. And now you are pretty sure that everything in your life can be changed and transformed just if you can manage to break free and break that glass ceiling when it comes to your earnings, because more money will ensure you better social circles if you are smart. better investments, and also more respect coming from your romantic partner, or you could handle and take care of your children way better. Don't worry, think about it, act upon it, and things will clear out just a few weeks down the road when you escape those two moon nodes. If you are a Sagittarius, you could be mad. Now you are feeling important after a long time. You are touching reality after a long time, and reality you don't like. You want to create a new reality for you. And at the same time, you may feel the strong desire to communicate with your ex or to go through the old emails, photos, or messages which relate to your love life. Again, there is silence, not so much about action, and whatever you do may not yield results you want to yield. And there could be some, if you try a conversation, there could be some ugly moments happening there. So please be very careful and focus on the things that are truly important for you. If your ex is not important to you anymore, then focus on your career, on your home, and on your finances. If your ex is important to you and you feel this is a person you can share your future with, then you will have to enter the fight, and then you will bear all the consequences of fight. So make up your mind, and after that, life is very, very simple. Capricorn, again, you're feeling blessed. In your case, if someone from the past appears, this could be renewal of passion, but more than passion, this could be deep emotional understanding going on between you and this person. This is not a moment favoring new encounters and starting anything new with new people around you, but you will feel finally refreshed and awakened by the very late part of this week, and then things are going to start moving in your life. You will feel as if you are getting out of the mud where you have been for many, many months, if not years. If you are an Aquarius, things are looking well. You are getting uplifted throughout this week. You could be in the focus by Tuesday, and you may encounter at least two very smart and successful people. Maybe they could both come from abroad, or you could have some communication with them, promising some great things regarding remote work, projects you can do together, and you may even conquer the world throughout 2026, but now you are going to prepare your ground and everything will work perfectly. If you are Pisces, you won't like this because things will revolve around your career. There could be some issues going on with your boss or bosses, many misunderstandings. But what is very interesting, money will be good. Your finances are supported, but maybe your job is hanging in the air at the moment. From the next Monday, it will be a wonderful moment to start searching for a new job, not before that, or in the meantime, you may receive a call from someone, and they may notice you that you finally get the job you gave up a long time ago. So the best person turned out to be not the best person, and now they have picked you. Don't feel humiliated. Take the job if you want to get a new job, but if you don't want, things could get rocky and very, very interesting. At the same time, continue learning something you are learning, and if you are in the medical field or scientific profession of any kind, now your experiments are going to finally work as they should, and you are going to pull out from the mess and finish them successfully. So this was all for this week. Please check my personal readings on this link below, and or the link I gave in my bio, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.